Greetings and welcome back to 50 Shades of Beige. Today we're having a look at this HP OmniBook XE2. We're going to try to get it running. And if we do get it running, we're going to have a look at some fun 90s stuff. I don't know if you can tell by looking at the stuff that I have up here, but I'm definitely a bit of a 90s enthusiast, an Intel enthusiast as well, especially the Pentium era. So I'm really hoping that we can get this thing running because I've got something really special that will only run on this laptop. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. Also, I'm sure you probably can hear a fan running in the background. That's because it's summertime and it's flipping hot. I'll do my best to remove the sound, but I apologize for the noise. I'm doing what I can. This is of the Pentium 2 variety. Looks like on the back we've got our standard, oh boy, almost cracked that. Looks like on the back we've got our standard array of ports here, serial and RGB, USB, IR. We've got a mic jack and a headphone jack there. And we've also got USB and PS2 back here, so that's a nice standard array of rear ports. Then on the side we've got our super PCMCIA, so 2 PCMCIA slots there, a 3.5-inch floppy. And on the front, I'm already seeing a problem here. If you look in this corner, it looks like they taped this up. Now in the listing, this was not broken. I'll give them a little bit of slack here just because this is a 90s kind of PC and this plastic is just probably falling apart. It's probably really easy to crack. And then over here on the other side, we have our Ethernet and CD-ROM drive. So pretty straightforward setup for a 90s laptop. I really like these multimedia buttons on the front though. I wonder if they light up. We're gonna find out here soon enough. Now this particular model did not come with a battery. I had to order that in, so that'll be here shortly. But we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get it going. So looking at the front of the machine, it looks like we've got a power button up here, pretty standard keyboard, not too bad. The keys are slightly discolored, but that's not a big deal. Looks like this came with Windows NT or Windows 98. We've got our Intel Inside sticker there, all pretty straightforward, indicator lights and so on. So let's go ahead and pull out the Shinnet Power and see if we can get this guy fired up. Some of these fire up fine without a battery, others are not so happy to be fired up without a battery, so I guess we'll find out soon enough. Luckily, Hewlett-Packard just used standard power connectors, so we have nothing to worry about there. Let's go ahead and see what our voltages are here. I'm pretty sure this is a US model. We get 19 volts. And we've got a green indicator light for AC power right down here. That's a good sign. So we're looking at Pentium 2, 333 megahertz here, not too shabby. And we've got 64 megs of RAM, so also not too bad for the time period. We're gonna go ahead and hop into the setup real quick and just see what we're working with. I'm gonna move the laptop over this way so you all can see what I'm seeing. Operating system not found. All right. The only thing I don't like about having this cheap Shinnet Power AC adapter is you got to be really careful with this potentiometer because it's just analog in there. I would like to one day, if the channel ever gets a little bit more popular, I think I will absolutely buy a proper power supply, bench power supply, one with a digital readout so I can just punch in the voltage I want and keep her moving. Let's see, I don't have anything in the CD-ROM drive, but it does seem to light up and it wants to spin, so that's good news. All right, let's have a closer look at the hard drive. We'll go ahead and power this guy down. The hinges on this thing are in great shape, so that's fantastic news. It's really common on these 90s laptops to get broken and or weak hinges. I'm a little disappointed in this busted front, but it looks like all the buttons except for this up and down button will be fine. These are like multimedia CD-ROM buttons. And we'll grab a screwdriver. You'll have to bear with me here because of the camera angles. I can't really lean over to work on stuff unless you want to see my ugly head. So just kind of work with me here as I'm kind of working at an odd angle. These drives have, I believe, yeah, we have a screw to lock the hard drive in place, so we'll pull that out first. There we go, and we'll set these over here. Now we should be able to release the hard drive. Ow! Ooh! Oh! Son of a gun! Frick, that hurt. Oh, that took my whole fingernail back. Alright, let's do this a little differently here. Gosh darn it, some things you just can't do with gloves on. And I don't have any nylon spudgers to wedge in there. Let me try this. This is not advisable. Don't use knives unless you have to. It's just what I have here. Still don't have all of my tools. Okay, let's be careful not to absolutely ruin this plastic. There we go. Got it. There is no hard drive. Well, that explains it. At least the person who removed the hard drive was nice enough to leave the caddy and the screws. That's fantastic, right? And we've got another user accessible door over here. I'm guessing this is for RAM. It is. And both SODIMM slots are populated. Looks like we're working with PC100 SD RAM. And at some point, this thing got an upgrade. If you look down here, you'll see it says Hewlett-Packard, and up here it says something I can't even read. But anyway, long story short, this definitely got a RAM upgrade at some point, which would make sense, 32 to 64 megs. I remember when we had our first family computer, it initially came with 16 megs of RAM on a Pentium 2. And I remember when we upgraded it to 32 megs, it was like a night and day difference. That would have been around 1996. It was unreal. All right, let's see if we can find a 2.5-inch drive for this thing and take it from there. All right, here we go. So we've got our Seagate Momentous drive set up here in the caddy. I guess I should have tested it before doing all that work, but it should be okay. What's going on here? There we go. So let's go ahead and plug this guy in and see if we can get a fresh copy of Windows installed. This is Windows 98 SE, and I have Service Pack 3 ready for it as well. I also picked up the mass USB storage driver from the Phil's Computer Lab website. If you're not familiar with Phil's website and you're into retro stuff, he's also got a fantastic YouTube channel I highly recommend. He's done a lot of great work for the retro community over the years. Operating system not found. That's interesting. You know, I was thinking about this. I had other problems, so I'll show you what I've been using to make my retro CDs lately. It's one of these $9 Amazon Slimline USB CD-ROM drives. I have a thought that maybe these CDs that this particular, you know, whatever off-brand Lawrence Sorry nonsense this is, whatever this drive is burning, does not play nice with older CD-ROM drives, because I have other machines that have trouble reading these CDs as well. So instead we're gonna have to pop off the plan B here. I went ahead and pulled out my Dell D620 laptop. This is a business laptop from around I don't know, 2001, 2002. The nice thing is it has a DVD-RW and a 3.5-inch floppy drive. We're gonna go ahead and try to bridge the gap here and burn our Windows 98 CD on this computer instead and see if it works. Because I have a funny feeling that this cheap drive that I've got off Amazon, this USB CD burner, is not cutting it for my older drives. I'm not sure what the difference is or what's causing it, but it's just not quite right. Almost forgot. We're gonna go ahead and move forward with our installation here. And yeah, get this finished up, and then I got a few things to show you. So hang tight. Now that we have our machine all set up and ready to go, we're going to take a look at some software. I found this in a bunch of floppy disks that were donated to the channel. The first thing up is going to be Windfish. The sounds of nature will make you think you're on the lake. So let's go ahead and give this a try and see if the disc is even any good. The reason I picked this is mostly because it looks like that label was printed on an inkjet printer. So I'm hoping that it's mildly rare. Sorry, this LCD is not exactly ideal for capturing footage on. Okay, so now if we navigate to C, it just copied, oh, here we go. Windfish 1.0. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have no clue how to play this. All right, rods. I guess we gotta pick a rod first. We're going with the power rod. We'll go with the good old-fashioned Shimano. Let's do live bait. Let's do worms. Worms. Okay. Reel controls in and out. Oh, this is probably too much. Okay, so that's Windfish. All right, let's move on here. Here's the main star of the show tonight. It's the Homer's Smarter Brain demo. This is a demo that was used to sell Pentium 2 CPUs back in the day. I think they played this demo in like Circuit City, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and pop this in the CD-ROM and see what we see here. Install. The retail demo on this system, collect the data tracking information, then uninstall the demo. Failure to uninstall any older demo will result in inability to run Windows. Okay, well, we've only got one demo. Intel software license agreement. You agree to the terms of this agreement. Intel grants the right to copy. Yes. Virtual Springfield. Yes. Still love that song. All right, let's give Homer's Smarter Brain demo a shot here.
For years, Intel technicians have been making PCs smarter. Now they face their greatest challenge ever.
Hey, no one messes with my brain. Would you like it sprinkled? Suckers.
Now anyone can have all the brain power they want. Just look for a PC with an Intel processor inside.
By eliminating covalent inhibitors, we create triple-dense carbohydrates and thus the so-called super donut. Many of you mock my interest in the pastry sciences.
What do you have inside?
No!
For years, Intel technicians have been making PCs smarter.
Oh, I guess
now
that's
they
it.
face their greatest
All right.
challenge ever.
Let's visit Virtual Springfield.
Welcome to Springfield. I'm Troy McClure.
Won't let Oh, it's just a movie? I think it's funny, they kind of wanted to make it look like it could be a game, but it actually isn't. It's kind of a shame. For some reason I remember playing this as a kid, but I guess not. I guess it was always a video. Wait a minute.
For years, Intel technicians have been...
Alright, so I guess that's it. So that's going to do it for tonight. We've successfully refurbished our Hewlett-Packard XE2 laptop. It's running just fine. It's got, you know, decent specs for the era. I actually am really impressed with the JBL speakers on this machine. They are fantastic. So yeah, that's going to be all for now. I appreciate you all watching. I know I kind of do a mixture of retro and modern content. I haven't done much retro lately, but I hope to step that up over the next coming weeks. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.